6 years ago, I started out as a 22-year-old individual real estate agent by myself. Cold calling 4 hours a day, meeting with buyers and sellers, showing property, negotiating deals, selling houses. That's progressed to a real estate team now in the 4 major cities in Texas and now growing beyond the state of Texas.
Tim, what do you got?
Well, I was gonna say, one, Seth and I are going to get the Austin Fast 50 award tonight, which is pretty cool. The biggest problem that I've seen with the average agent is that their business goes like this. You know, it's a constant up and down of, one day the agent is crushing it, doing an amazing amount of business, and then the next month they have no business going on at all. What I've noticed from that is just myself when I was an individual agent, I would get a bunch of business because I'd be really focused on generating leads, and then I would go and service that business and I wouldn't have time to continue generating the leads. And I would get bogged down in paperwork, and I would get bogged down in all the things of running a business and growing a business, and next thing I know, I forgot to go out and get more clients. That stress and that worry transfers over to how they work with a buyer or a seller on a regular basis.
Since they are their own entrepreneur, every day could feel like a lost day just because there's not check marks. It doesn't feel like a business. It feels like, well, I gotta get my clients out to sell houses.
Being on a part of a real estate team, you're never worried about where your next deal is gonna come from, and you're never having to spend your time doing the things that are taking away from growing your business. And so what that looks like on a daily basis is that on our real estate team, we have multiple departments that are focused on generating leads for the real estate agent on a regular basis. We have a call center that are cold calling neighborhoods day in and day out, doing the grunt work that the agent doesn't want to do and doesn't necessarily have the time to do either. The agent needs to focus on what's gonna be ready 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, but not cold calling neighborhoods to find a seller who might want to sell their home 12 months from now, right? And so the call center focuses on building the consistency a year from now, 2 years from now, so that the pipeline is always full for each agent on our team.
I got involved with the Heyl group because I've actually been speaking with Tim Heyl for a couple of years about the real estate business, and I saw the excitement that the company brought and seeing the culture in their office and what they do differently than other real estate agents or other real estate teams, how they really work for their clients to the best of their abilities and have resources that no other team has out there.
I think a strong culture can bring you top talent. If you don't have culture, people are going to come in the door and ride out. You have a revolving door.
The culture is just completely different than anywhere else. Blasting music, playing golf every morning when we have our huddle up as a team so that everyone stays in the loop, talking about what's been good that day for them, what's been bad that day for them, and so we can all be there for each other. That's what keeps everyone going. It's what keeps everyone successful.
My good thing would be that I'm actually taking care of things at my house like I said I was going to do.
Wow.
That's right. I hung a toilet paper folder.
Well, we like to have a little bit of fun, and me and John, John unfortunately made a bet with me that he thought he could sell more houses than I could in a month, and I was obliged to take up the opportunity. And
each month, sometimes agents will do a challenge against each other to see who can have the most net sales that month. And so sadly, I lost one month, and so I had to run in a sumo suit around the building 2 times.
And so John got into a fat sumo suit and did 2 laps around the building while pretty much everyone in the market center was there watching. Usually, at some point, somebody pops in and say, "Hey guys, can you go ahead and keep it down?"
All right, here we go.
Mooney, watch out.
Off the bat. We're a startup company, and you look around at all these other startups. It looks like they have fun. That's what they sell. It just so happens you can be a startup company and make a good amount of money on top of that.
So in my first year with the Heyl group, I did right around 40 transactions. And I broke the 6-figure mark in income.
So our training team actually puts the agent through a 90-day boot camp and teaches the agent everything that they didn't learn in real estate school. We go over all new habits and focus on first how to build your pipeline, then how to service and convert on your pipeline. Then we focus on how to actually be an effective real estate agent, listing presentations, buyer consultations, how to effectively show property and hold open houses and negotiate deals and negotiate repairs and take a client smoothly to closing. We have an entire boot camp that goes through that.
One thing we really pride ourselves on as an organization as a whole is level 1 leaders. We all started at the base. You know, there was nothing given to you. It was stepping in, really taking control of your opportunity, and then just, you know, whoever takes off with it, the opportunities are endless. We have a position called our junior agent position where you get basically paid training. You know, instead of, you know, starving and not earning any income when you first get into the business, you have an opportunity to come in, earn essentially a base salary while you're getting all the knowledge you need to become an agent. And then once you graduate from that, actually stepping into a senior agent position and starting to sell houses, work with clients. So out of that senior agent position, moving into a team leader, someone who's keeping people accountable, coaching, training, hiring, and earning residual off every single one of the deals that are done by the agents on that particular team. And then somebody who is, you know, taking that team leader position is really knocking it out of the park. The next position above that is a regional manager position, which is basically overseeing 3 or 4 cities within the regions.
Keller Williams has 30 regions in the United States, and we've mapped out those regions, and the plan for growth now is to divide those regions into 6 zones.
My position is taking what we have in Austin and sharing it and replicating it in other cities. The opportunity to step into, you know, a company like ours and really flourish.
It's a place where your hard work actually pays off, and it pays off in recognition, but it also pays off in your internal growth and who you become as a person, who you become as a business leader.
I think the right person for our team is someone that has grit, someone that's hungry, someone that, you know, sees success and wants it.
You can have young, hungry, and aggressive all day long, but if they're not smart and humble with it, then it all kind of falls apart, and we've seen that happen time and time again. So for us, humbleness is a huge thing, and also the ability to learn quickly. We look for people that are going to move fast, talk fast, but also give the highest service. In the end, we're advisors, right? We have to manage our clients' emotions. 75% of our job is managing emotions. If we can't achieve that, then the business won't stay around long.
We want people that are knowledge-based, learning-based, that want to come in and are consistently dedicated to growing themselves as a person. You know, what else can I learn? What else can I do? Pushing the limits. How far can we take this? You know, changing the industry. If I can see that potential in them, that's a perfect hire to me.